Well, everybody, welcome back to another video here at the Williams Farms channel. Today we are doing something super special as we start winding down FS22, one of the greatest farm sims to ever come out. I feel like we need to review a couple things, and honestly, I just want to give my opinions and thoughts on a couple things as we transition from 22 over into 25. So, I decided to do top 10 of my favorite tractors that were in the game. These may be converts. I can't 100% tell you these things. I know a handful of them are. But for 22, these were my favorite tractors. We're going to start with top 10 favorite tractors from smaller tractors all the way up to the big 4x4s. And then we're going to do top 5 combines. So, without further ado, let's jump right into this thing. Starting us off in number 1, we have the beautiful Farmall 806. I mean, look at this thing. I don't know who did this, but credits to you because it looks realistic. Looks just like they did in the old days. And hold on, let me fire up. Listen to this. I mean, this thing is absolutely amazing. You can see our guy even changes gears and speed over here. We can drive it around. Oh, we can even wreck it. I mean, just look at this thing. It's detailed, his footwork and everything. Run this all the way around. Man, I absolutely love this tractor. Coming in at number 2, the 4020 diesel. This thing is absolutely amazing. I made this the same that I made my number 1 video of 2024 view-wise, so I got to put this tractor in here because it does mean a lot to me. It's a 4020. A lot of people love them, and I think it's just a classic. This was featured in a handful of my series as a wagon hauler, just a couple other things. So with that being said, let's climb up on this thing and take it for a little drive. Like I said, this thing is absolutely awesome. There's a bunch of customized options in it. And good lord, yeah, it looks good. It's a little wonky. His feet are in the tractor. But like I said, this is a really nice tractor as well. Coming over here to what is arguably probably one of my top 3. I'm going to try to do a top 3 for y'all in this. Don't know if I'll get to it or if I'll be able to decide. But the 7600 and the 7000 series John Deeres in this, I mean, these are classic. You had the old weights, the new weights. You could put a rock box on them. There's a couple of tire options. And man, did this thing look absolutely good. Now, I'm not going to drive every single one of these around because a lot of them use the same sounds. So we won't drive this one, but we can sit here and look at it for a second. I'm sure a lot of you absolutely love this tractor. It's clean, a good working mod, no bugs. Can't really get much better than this. Again, another top tractor for me in this, the 8930 Case IH. I mean, like I said, it is really, really hard to beat these two tractors right here. They go head and head. They're similar horsepower. I mean, these things were beasts back in their day, and they carry over into Farm Sim. I mean, both of these you slap on the Kinsey 3600 12-row. Absolutely amazing. So, with that being said, I am going to hop up in this one, drive it around a little bit, reminisce, because, I mean, both of these, I mean, you guys know, especially the 7000 series, both of these tractors were heavily utilized in my series. So, let's jump up in here and drive it around. Like I said, it is a beautiful tractor, steers well, it's amazing looking, a lot of customization options. Everything looks so realistic in the cab. We even have different monitors and all kinds of stuff. So, can't complain with that at all. This is an amazing tractor. And to what will be my most surprising pick, my most controversial pick, and my most hated pick. You guys are going to hate this. I know it. I'm the only person in the Farm Sim community, unless you're a diehard Kubota fan, that's going to say this. But you guys have never seen me use this, and I never play with it. But something about this M8201 Kubota on duals with the weights in the front, I think there's something special with this tractor. From smaller planters all the way up to hay equipment, this machine can get it done. And like I said, my lord, does it look great. Of course it's going to look real good. Giants did make it. Look at all the things up in the cab. Looks wonderful. But like I said, something about this tractor, I need to utilize it in something because this is fantastic. Coming over, I mean, there's a handful of these tractors. I just chose this one to generalize it, but the Magnum. So there's this one and a newer one that you can find on the Mod Hub. These things are amazing. I mean, I use this a lot. This is usually on an auger wagon or a planter. Maybe a little bit of a tillage equipment. I don't know. But yeah, this one is also really good driving as well. Super realistic. Has your engine speed, your fuel rate, bunch of other stuff in cab. Got the fake tablet up here. I mean, these things are just so detailed. I really want to give a shout out to all of the modders that make, this game. Modding takes this to the next level. It allows us to have tractors that we have in real life and everything like that. So thank you to you all. Thank you to the person who has made every single one of these so far. You're doing an amazing job. Now, what is the most modern but advanced tractor that I love is this this 8R310 John Deere. This thing is clean. I use this in one or two series. I think Nate really likes this tractor in his series, but this thing is super well done. I can't remember if this is Giants or not. Like I said, if you guys have comments or anything, little notes to add, feel free to comment down below. And while we're at it, comment your favorite tractor. Tell me what your favorite tractor was in FS22. So like I said, looking in this thing, we got a couple of things going on in here on the monitors. We have all kinds of detailed. The customization options for this are insane. Like I said, you can move up and down. This is a really good tractor. You can use it for pretty much anything. But yeah, this is a darn good looking tractor. It's futuristic looking, but this is, I think, the way a lot of these brands are heading. So I don't know. Like I said, you can put this tractor on pretty much anything, and it's going to look great. So for the next three, I will say I am not a fan of articulating tractors in this game as far as how they drive. I just think they're a little wonky movements, but when I'm in a live stream or I'm in a series and I'm looking for that bigger piece of equipment to take me to the next, level in my roleplay and whatever, it starts with the John Deere 9000 series 9430. This, I mean, you guys have seen this. This is, if I get a tractor that's a 4x4, this is what it is. I mean, this thing has insane customization options from big old fatties to skinnies to triples. I mean, this has it all. Like I said, you can put this thing on an auger wagon. It mainly runs tillage equipment for me, but this is just a darn good looking tractor. I've seen these in real life, love being around them. Can't complain too much. There's not a whole lot to say about it. Interior looks good. This is an older style tractor, but comes through every single day. Now, one that I just recently discovered but fell in love with, 9360R. This is a beautiful tractor. Shout out to whoever made this. I would love to know, because this is killer. The tire setup on it, the options, the customization, and the detail is absolutely amazing. We'll get up in this thing, drive it around. It's very similar, but I mean, this is probably the prettiest 4x4 I've come across in the John Deere, at least. I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, 9RX, 9RX, but I mean, slap some weights on the front of this, and this is a dang good looking tractor as well. And for tractors, the Case IH Rowtrack 500. I mean, this on a Kinsey grain cart with tracks, that's one of the best setups you can get. I absolutely love these tractors. They look beautiful in real life, look just as good in game. I'm not usually a fan of track tractors, but this is one of the better steering ones in my opinion. I mean, it's a little bit slow. You got to kind of calculate things. It takes a little bit of finessing to get used to these things, but the track tractors are very neat and unique in their own way. And the reveal is behind me. Look at that. Number one. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding you guys. Here we go. Top three. I don't have them in order because I'm not going to surprise you, but we're going to give number three to the Magnum, the 215 that's sitting here. I did look into these. These are what I used most personal, but when I did series, you're almost guaranteed to see this tractor at some point, I would say, at least in most of my series. I've always stuck this on planners, and I usually put this on a grain cart. So, third place is going to the Case IH Magnum. Number 2 was really a crapshoot, but it's going to the 8930. The 8930 I used quite a bit. Super early on, I used it a lot, but it's well deserving. You know, it's a good looking tractor, super nice. Like I said, that gets number 2, and then number 1, the 7600. You know, any of these model tractors, whatever they are. This tractor was used in so many different series I had, and on personal playthroughs and everything, I have played the living crap out of this tractor. So, number 1 goes to the 7600. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I need to look at a timeline. I don't know how many of these are, I'm actually gonna do, because this is probably not gonna be something that's gonna bring in views, and that's okay. It is okay. I'm doing something that is a little bit of a review for me and a review for you guys, so you can see what my favorite things were. I'd love to know in the comments what your top 3 favorite tractors were, or just even some of your favorite equipment. So, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll tune into another one of these.
I go straight from the bank, gassing up the tank, cranking up the radio, playing old Hank. It ain't that long till I'm back at the pond. I'm pulling up the truck.